Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel, and it's a bit of a rude awakening. It's a rude awakening, but the reality is, if you have no money, the bitches don't want you. That's right. If you do not have any money, do not have a house, do not have an abode, do not have a car, do not have credit cards, do not have any of these things, well guys, the reality is nobody wants you. This is the commercial world we live in. The commercial world, the commercial reality. If you are short of coin, nobody wants you as a partner. That's right. The lady folks, they don't really want you. And I gotta tell you honestly, I think, to be honest with you there, this is the grim reality. And I'm sorry to say this, but the world can be a very nasty place at times. And no money, no honey. No honey. It's a very, very savage place indeed. The world is aggressive. It is nasty. It is mean. It is vicious. It is. This is the awful truth, my friends. The awful truth. Nasty folk, let's go and talk to my old man and let's discuss. Nobody wants you if you are broke. The interesting thing is, you know, so many, talking about these people who are deported, right? So many people want to live in Thailand, Americans, they want to live in Thailand, they want to live in Cambodia, they want to live in these shitholes, don't they?
Well, they don't really. They want to live there because they see the cost of living is low, and they think there's easy sex. That's what the guts of it is.
The cost of living's low.
Yeah, and they can easily get female companionship or male companionship if that way.
But they need the greenbacks. They don't have money.
Yeah.
It's a horrible place to be.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they then go there and.
This is the thing, is that sometimes you look at these things, and I would have thought some of these people who they've deported, wouldn't that be a great new start in a new country with low cost of living and that?
Well, let's take your case. Now, let's suppose you're deported to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So off you go to Ukraine.
Sure.
You can't speak Ukrainian or Russian.
No.
You got no money.
No money. Fucking freezing. Minus 20 winter, isn't it? What is it?
You got nowhere to sleep. Or
nowhere to sleep.
So what are you going to do? Is that a real blessing, that one? Well, what would you do? See?
You die.
Can't speak the language.
And it gets worse.
You got no relatives.
It gets worse. There's a guy, Australian guy he came from Cambodia. They deported him. So he's got an Australian accent and everything. And now he's got cancer. They don't have free hospital in Cambodia. Not very good free hospital. Not like Australia, is it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So if you have something go wrong with you.
Yeah, they don't have a Medibank Private or something, or a Medicare, yeah.
Well, they do if you've got money.
Yeah, but then the treatment is probably... Well, I suppose their doctors are normally trained overseas. Like I know, somebody tells me in Thailand,
No, Thailand's different. Thailand's got a very high standard, but you have to pay for that.
Yeah,
those are not free. That's not for normal Thai people.
Is that?
That's for wealthy people.
Wealthy people. Well, what do normal Thai people do?
Well, they go to the normal hospital, and it's not as good, is it?
I don't know.
Standards are lower.
Yeah.
Like a third world prison hole. They got rodents in the hospitals. They got concrete instead of no air conditioning. You tell me, like you feel like you're in hell. It's a living hell.
You wouldn't be hungry if you get a few rodents around. You could catch a few and cook them. But they do eat.
That's how bad it is. It's very, very bad. This is the point. It's
So you need money, see?
so even in America, you need money for the hospital stuff.
Yeah.
But what can you do? If you're this is the funny thing. And the other thing is, I saw was this guy from Canada who he stole this money from a daycare centres.
Mm.
He stole about 800,000.
Wow.
And he used to do aid. He liked to do aid. You know, he liked to go to Africa and help them with problems.
Oh yeah.
So he stayed with this African lady. You would have thought this they always want a white husband.
Yeah.
They only want the white husband if he's got money. They're not interested in him if he's poor and he doesn't have any money, do they?
So what happened? She kicked him out.
Well, that's right. That's right. They're only interested in you for the money, isn't it? They're very savage.
Yeah.
It's very savage, isn't it?
I think that's everywhere. People pretend that money's not important, but if you meet a person, and if I'm going out hunting for a partner, or trying to meet somebody, so you got no house, all right, you're renting in a cheap dive, it's gonna be a bit cheap place, you're renting. All right, so your only income is your pension, which is $500 a week, which is not enough to live really reasonably well. So who do you meet? You meet another lady who's on the pension. Nobody wants you. If you got no house,
I
you got
this now.
no health. They don't want you unless they're down and out.
I said to a friend of mine, right? He's got a Thai wife, and I mean she's good to him, right? But I said, what you've given her, she doesn't have to work. She just stays home and looks after him, and makes meals and takes the kid to school. They got a kid they had together. I said, not having a wife who doesn't work, that's the equivalent of having a 5 Series BMW in the driveway.
But I suppose
you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, you think about it. In this society in Australia, you need both people working, don't you? It's very, very rare.
Unless you're earning good money, yeah. And
I mean, you can't afford to say to a new woman, "Hey, don't worry about working. You just stay home and do nothing. Go and have coffee with the girlfriends."
And find a guy to play up with.
No, well, I'm just saying, how can they? That's very expensive. You told me that story before. That guy who lived near the dam, he found this woman, didn't he?
Yeah.
He found it. Where was he, in a massage parlor or where?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Found her in a massage parlor.
Or brothel, I think.
No, it's the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
Massage parlor, brothel. He lives with her, but she's not happy now, is she, or what? What happens?
Oh no, well, she's not happy to sit there and just do nothing. And he works. She wants him to give her money all the time, and she can then enjoy life.
He can't do that, but he can't afford it.
He expected her to do everything. Well, love him dearly, cook and wash, and then hopefully get a part-time job to help.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you really, in today's society, if a woman's not got children, it's good if she gets a part-time job. But what happens if she got no skills?
Yeah.
What type of job can she get? Well, she can clean, I suppose. Clean, or do a cleaning job, or
childcare.
There are a lot of there's jobs.
It's very hard, isn't it?
It is hard. It's hard to get those jobs, yeah. But it does help if the woman does work a little bit, and I don't know. So,
do you see many women who don't work?
Yeah, I see a few that the husbands come in, and
they're angry.
No, what? See, I was thinking about one or two that came in the last week or so. One said, "Oh no, he wants his wife just to look after the kids while she's at school so they don't get in trouble, and cook, and while she comes home and there's cooking.
He earns good money, but...
No, he doesn't actually. He earns $60,000 a year. And I was surprised. He said, "Oh, look, it doesn't."
House is paid off?
No, he's still paying the house off. It's a struggle. Life's a struggle. He got, I think, 2 or 3 kids, and he gets family tax benefits, reasonable benefits, yes. And but it's not easy. But he just, his wife doesn't want to work whilst they got kids, and that's like you meet a woman, and why do you want a woman? You want her for companionship, but the woman wants kids. She wants kids. Now, if she got kids, then she's got like a excuse to stay home and do nothing, isn't she? So she stays home and does nothing, and she wants hopefully 2, 3 kids, 4 kids. So you got all these kids, and she stays home.
Yeah.
And what? That's her life. Whilst the man's got to work.
He's got to pay for this pipe dream.
He's got to pay for all that, yeah. And hopefully he can accumulate enough for his super, for retirement, and that sort of thing. Sometimes it's pretty hard.
It's very hard. If you've got one income, and all that money goes on cost of living, rent or mortgage, food, expenses, there's not much left over to invest or do things with, is there?
No. You're really hoping that by the time you retire, your house is paid off. It would be in 30 years' time. And then you're hoping now under this new system that you get a couple of $100,000 in superannuation accumulation.
Yeah.
And if you haven't broken up, you'll be all right. You got a house paid off and $200,000 in the bank, and you get the pension from the government, and you can survive. But if you have as soon as you have a breakup, you're gone.
Yeah.
Because you divide into 2, and then for a long time you might be paying maintenance, and that pulls you down. Sure. And if you're not paying maintenance, if you've got the kids are growing up, you're still going to lose. You got half your wealth, not the whole lot. And on the whole lot, you can survive. On half the amount, both of you are going to struggle. And I see that quite often. That they break up, and on the full amount, they can have a reasonable life, but on half the amount, they're really struggling. And how low do you want to get? I suppose if you get into these very cheap accommodation places, the people there are not very good. You haven't got, they steal from you, and
well, they're not the best in society.
No, they're not. No.
Have you been to these low accommodation places?
Not yet. I haven't got to that level yet.
Maybe that could be a good thing for you to do.
Have a look.
You have a look.
Yeah.
See what it's like.
Stay there for a week or 2.
Yeah. What do you think?
We might go together. We'll run a few good movies for the clients.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Would you do that or not?
No, I think I'm too old for that.
You don't keep bumping it because it.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that. Why is that?
Because it's pretty bad down there. Yeah, I think but if you look at it another point of view, somebody said to me, if they went to a place like remote Brisbane, like when I say remote, like Esk or something, going out to a desert, going out away from Brisbane, or you go to Tasmania, you get away from Hobart, and you can get some cheap land in Tasmania, for instance. Now, what do you need to build there? You only need 1 bedroom, a kitchen, and a little lounge. You need a 3-bedroom house almost. You can get these little. Remember, like Granddad had the little house. He built the garage basically. That's all you need. But a bit more up at its standard even. So you got a bedroom, you got somewhere you can eat, and somewhere you can watch TV. So.
Sure. Just hang on 1 minute there. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I want to talk to you. It's very important that you guys subscribe, like, and tell your friends about this channel. We're trying to boost the Paul Pluta and the ArchieLuxury channel, and we can't do it without your support. We need your support. It really, really would help. The other thing is, guys, we can't survive on Google Ads alone. Google Ads is very, very, it's hard to survive, guys. So look, paid reviews on the Paul Pluta channel. We do paid reviews. These paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Also, you could sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon lets you pay a small amount of money every month. It's kind of like a tithing, except that it helps creators stay full-time. You sponsor me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'll send you secret pre-release videos. I'll send you secret Patreon-only videos. Plus, I'll send you links to other videos that other people have made that I thought were really good. So, if you really want to keep me full-time on YouTube, consider sponsoring me on Patreon. The other thing is, guys, if you want to send me a donation, these are greatly appreciated. They're greatly appreciated. I earn a couple of bucks per 1,000 views, which is hardly anything, considering I'm in a niche topic. Guys, if you really get benefit out of this channel, consider sending a few bucks. It's something that keeps creators like me full-time on YouTube. Now, guys, let's get on with the show! Showtime!
Okay,